What's up everybody on YouTube? AJ Russ back here with another video, and today I'll be sharing with y'all my top 5 most anticipated movies of 2022. Let's get it. Alright guys, so before I get into the list, sharing with y'all my list, I'm going to include some honorable mentions as well, probably like 3 or 4, because there's a lot of good films coming out this year. My top 5 is an amazing list in my opinion, but there's just a lot of amazing films coming out. Like, there are 20 films that I want to see this year. So with that being said, let's get into the honorable mentions before I get into my top 5. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of this list is gonna be a lot of comic book films because y'all know I love comic book stuff, but the first honorable mention that I'm getting into is actually Creed 3, and I love that movie. Of course, starring Michael B. Jordan. He's also directing this film as well, so I'm excited to see that and how he's gonna direct the film. I also know that Jonathan Majors, who plays Kang in the MCU, he's going to be playing the antagonist, the person that Michael B. Jordan will be fighting, that Creed will be fighting against in the film, so I'm looking forward to that movie. It comes out around Thanksgiving, I think the day after Thanksgiving, around that time frame, so definitely looking forward to see Creed 3, and that's definitely one of my honorable mentions in the film that I'm excited to see. These next two I'm gonna kind of fly by through. They're 2 DC films, of course, The Flash, and I'm looking forward to Black Adam as well. I'm gonna talk about The Flash real quick. So The Flash is one of my favorite DC characters, along with him and the Batman. But in the past few days, there's been some rumors saying that basically this film is gonna reset the DC extended universe, and a lot of people haven't been excited about that, and I'm kind of not either, because it's basically saying that Supergirl is going to replace Superman, and that Michael Keaton, of course, who played Batman back in the day, is going to replace Ben Affleck's Batman. So I don't know, it's really up in the air. In my opinion, DC does not know what they're doing. They're trying to be too much like Marvel, in my opinion. But of course, I'm looking forward to the Batman as well, and all the DC, like more DC stuff that's coming out. But the Flash, I mean, I'm very iffy. I mean, we'll see, because I'm of course gonna watch it. I love the Flash, but I mean, we'll see what happens with that film. But I'm still looking forward to it nevertheless. And Black Adam, though, I'm for sure excited about that because it looks dope. I enjoy Shazam, and of course, Shazam and Black Adam, they take place hand in hand across DC's history. So I'm excited to see Dwayne Johnson play Black Adam. He's been cast as Black Adam for like a decade now, so I'm excited to see that film. It comes out in July, I believe, and of course The Flash comes out in November, around the same time that Black Panther does, Black Panther Wakanda Forever does. But I'm excited to see Black Adam most definitely this summer, because I'm ready to see The Rock in a comic book role. Alright guys, so right here now we have the last honorable mention before I get into my top 5, and this honorable mention will be Thor: Love and Thunder. Of course, the MCU film. There's a lot of MCU Marvel films coming out this year. Looking forward to it for sure. I'm looking forward to seeing Chris Hemsworth portray his role as Thor again. We haven't seen Thor basically since Avengers Endgame in 2019, which is wild. That's 3 years ago, but I mean, time moves by so fast, so not a lot of people realize that. But I'm ready to see Thor. I'm ready to see Lady Thor as well. It's gonna be cool to see that. Just a lot of stuff, a lot of moving parts, and then we're also going to see the Guardians of the Galaxy a little bit in this film as well, because we know it takes place after Avengers Endgame. So I'm looking forward to Thor: Love and Thunder. I know it's going to be some serious points, of course, because Jane Foster, she's going to have cancer, who's going to eventually turn into Lady Thor, so we'll see about that. And then we're just going to see more of Thor evolve, of course. We know that Chris Hemsworth, he's gotten in super shape for this film. Like, it's crazy. So I'm ready to see Thor: Love and Thunder most definitely. But with all that being said, let's get into my top 5. Coming in at the number 5 spot for my 2022 most anticipated films is for sure Black Panther Wakanda Forever. This film would have originally been higher on my list, of course, but there's a lot of stuff going on with the film. Letitia Wright, who plays Shuri in the MCU, who was, of course, T'Challa's sister in the film, she actually got injured on set, I believe, so that delayed the film's production a little bit, so they're not starting up until, I think, later this month in January of 2022, so that's something with that. And then, of course, Chadwick Boseman passing away in 2020, which is truly heartbreaking still to this day. Long live him. He was amazing and perfect cast for T'Challa. So I mean, this film would have been for sure higher for me, but I'm still looking forward to it nevertheless. Black Panther Wakanda Forever is going to be amazing in my opinion, and I think I trust Marvel Studios to put it in the right direction. Ryan Coogler, the director, he's an amazing director, so I'm just excited to see where it goes. Of course, there's a lot of stuff going on. I don't know if they're going to explain the new Black Panther through multiversal ways, because you know it's a multiverse saga in the MCU right now, so you never know what'll happen. But regardless, I feel like this film will still be nice. It'll still be good. Black Panther in 2018 won all types of awards and things like that, and just the cultural phenomenon of this film and that Black Panther, the franchise, has provided through the past few years, and Wakanda in the MCU has provided, is just amazing. So I have no doubt that this film will definitely be good, and I'm looking forward to it nevertheless. So Black Panther for Wakanda Forever, my bad guys, I can't talk. Black Panther Wakanda Forever coming in at number 5 of my list. At number 4, we have another film that I've been looking forward to since 2020, since the first film came out, which in this film this year in 2022 is Sonic 2. It'll include Knuckles, it'll include Tails, just a lot of things. And I love the Sonic universe. I love playing Sonic on my PSP that I used to have when I was younger. So I'm looking forward to this film, seeing where it picks off of the first one. It just looks really good, and it's a lot of fun in my opinion. Some people call this like a Taco Bell type of movie, you know, where you're gonna get out in a bit, just a lot of fun. But I really enjoyed the first Sonic. It's a very rewatchable film in my opinion. So I'm looking forward to Sonic 2. Not too much for me to say about that. This, of course, maybe you could argue that it could be in my honorable mentions, but I mean, I've just been looking forward to Sonic 2. The first Sonic film, I really enjoyed it like a lot, like way more than I thought I would. So Sonic 2, I'm definitely excited to see it. Knuckles is also being voiced by Idris Elba, and his voice was in the trailer as well. So I'm excited to see that for sure. See Sonic go against him, and then seeing Tails introduced. So hey, the Sonic universe is getting bigger. So I'm definitely looking forward to Sonic 2. So that's at my number 4 spot, Sonic 2. We're now down to my final 3, and really these are interchangeable in my opinion. Like, man, these 3 films, I'm looking forward to them the most by far out of any other movies. But at number 3, we have The Batman. And oh my gosh, The Batman looks amazing from all the trailer footage and little TV spots that we've gotten so far. Ooh, hey, Robert Pattinson is going to kill the role as the Batman and as Bruce Wayne. Man, just the film looks amazing. Of course, we see that the Penguin is going to be in the film. The Riddler is also going to be an antagonist in the movie as well. So I'm just looking forward to that as well. And then we got Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman. Man, hey. Yeah, she be looking super good in that, bro. But hey, that's gonna be an interesting dynamic to see Catwoman, of course, with Batman. That's always classic Batman stories with Batman and Catwoman being together in the film. So I'm ready to see that. There's also been rumors, not necessarily in this film, but there's been rumors that potentially in a later film that the Joker has also been cast for Matt Reeves' The Batman universe. And the Joker, he's being played by, I forgot the actor's name exactly, but he played the Eternal Drig in Eternals. So that'll be interesting if that's true. But nevertheless, I'm looking forward to The Batman. I mean, it's going to be a really good movie. We're going to see Detective Batman in his finest. And then the combat looks amazing too. Of course, Batman doesn't kill. He doesn't cross that line. But I mean, the combat looks amazing for the film. So I'm definitely looking forward to The Batman. And The Batman is coming in at number 3 of my top 5 most anticipated of 2022. Alright guys, so we're here at the second spot. And oh my gosh, like I said, my final 3, and now of course we're at my final 2. They were so hard to list. Like, they could have been interchangeable. And this is so hard for me because, man, oof, I love Spider-Man so much, by far more than any other comic book character, any other fictional character, like by far. Like, it's Spider-Man and everyone else to me. Of course I love, you know, all my comic book stuff, but Spider-Man for sure and anyone else. But I'm talking too much. My second film for this year, most anticipated, is going to be Spider-Man Across the SpiderVerse. We're gonna see Miles again after 2018. I've seen him basically 4 years, bro. Man, in the trailer and stuff that we saw that came out last month in December, he's grown for sure. He's gonna be with Gwen, of course, again. In Spider-Man 2099, we saw him in the trailer as well, and we saw a lot of different Easter eggs in that trailer, in that little teaser trailer. There's hints at Spider-Man India. In my opinion, I hope we see Spectacular Spider-Man, some people like that. I know we're gonna see the Japanese Spider-Man as well, but I mentioned Spectacular Spider-Man. Man, that's my favorite like show adaptation of Spider-Man. I have it on DVD as well. Man, hey, if we get to see Spectacular Spider-Man and just a lot of different Spider-Man variants, it's gonna be amazing in the film. Of course, we're gonna be going across the Spider-Verse, so to different Spider-Man universes. Hey, I can't wait to see that. And that's just part 1 as well. Part 2 is supposed to come out in 2023, so we're eating good as Spider-Man fans. I'm telling you, we just got No Way Home in December, and we got Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse part 1 this year, and then next year in 2023, part 2 of it. Hey, it's gonna be good. So for sure, I was really debating putting this at number 1 because, like I said, Spider-Man, he's my favorite character of all time, fictional character, whether it's Peter or Miles or just whatever. But number 1, you'll see why who I have in the number 1 spot. Number 2 is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1. Top 2, not number 2. So at the first spot, y'all already know what's at number 1. Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse of Madness. This is my most anticipated film of this year in 2022. Ooh, hey, the possibilities are absolutely endless with this film. There's a lot of multiversal stuff going on in the MCU right now. Of course, we have a WandaVision, Loki, Spider-Man No Way Home, and now we have Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse of Madness. I'm looking forward to it so much, seeing more of Doctor Strange's journey in the MCU. And of course, we have Wanda, the Scarlet Witch, being in this film as well. And she is top 5, one of my favorite MCU superheroes. She is so powerful, and just WandaVision was a masterpiece in my opinion. I enjoyed that show for sure, but I'm just ready to see more of that. There's also been a lot of rumors that the X-Men mutants from the Fox universe, of course, the older films, are going to be making cameos in this film, so we'll see about that. There's also been a rumor that Wanda's going to kill Professor Xavier that was Professor X that was played by Patrick Stewart. So we'll see about that. That'll be interesting for real. But we know Wanda is definitely capable of that. But either way, and there's also been rumors that she's gonna be the villain, but that's neither here or there. We'll see about that. But there's just a lot of stuff. Sam Raimi is directing this film, and of course he directed my favorite Spider-Man film, Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire. We just saw Tobey Maguire. Sorry if spoilers if you haven't seen No Way Home yet, but it's been basically almost a month now. Tobey Maguire, he reappeared in Spider-Man No Way Home playing himself. So I don't know, maybe he'll be in and Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse of Madness. That would be cool to see him reunited with Sam Raimi. So you never know, that would be cool. But I'm wondering to see what type of people we're gonna see, what type of superheroes we're gonna see in Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse of Madness. I wonder if they're gonna try to introduce Deadpool in that way, because we know, of course, that Deadpool 3 in the MCU has been in development, and I think it might start shooting either sometime this year or next year, according to Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige. So we'll see about that. But man, Doctor Strange 2, I'm so excited for that. We got the trailer, of course, that being the post-credit scene of Spider-Man No Way Home. So it just looks amazing. We see Evil Strange in that. We also see Defender Strange, who has long hair. There's been like a picture that came out of that. But anyways, guys, I'm just ready for Doctor Strange 2. It's gonna be so freaking good. And I know myself, I am so excited for the film. So number 1, Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse of Madness. Y'all let me know in the comments down below, what are some of y'all favorite movies going into this year. Basically, share with me y'all's top 5 for this year. Top 5 most anticipated of 2022. There's so much good content coming out this year on the movie side, even shows as well. Just all types of stuff in entertainment. And these films, in my opinion, my honorable mentions and the top 5, those films are going to be masterpieces. So just let me know in the comments down below some of the films y'all looking forward to this year, because there are a lot. I appreciate y'all watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at SwaggyWest. I appreciate y'all watching. Hoping 2022 is blessed for y'all. Happy New Year's. Y'all just accomplished a lot this year. I appreciate y'all watching, and stay tuned for more content. Peace.